First of all, I want to say Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims in attendance. I mean, it's a late replacement. I'm just thankful that I'm still fighting. You know, Pascal is a dirty fighter, 4 different steroids, EPO. I can't even pronounce the other ones. And you need to be taken, and you need to inject them, those steroids. So that's nothing that he took a little vitamin. It was, you know, by mistake. He know what he was doing. He's been doing that probably most of his career. You're not gonna, the first time you take something, you're not gonna take 4 different ones. So hopefully we can overturn the last fight that I still won with his steroids. So he knew what was going on. I beat his ass with steroids, and he had to take 3 more or whatever. So yeah, I mean,
it's a new opponent in Dervin Colina that we mentioned, but still the same platform, co-feature on a giant event, Mayweather Paul. You're 37 years old. Is this the beginning of or maybe in the midst of a run, one more big run of the title for you?
I'm not 37. I'm 27. Yeah, like I said, Pascal. I'm not gonna stop talking about Pascal. Like, he should be in jail. Like, that's a crime. That's the same thing like Margarita with loaded gloves. Like, all those steroids. That's so bad. But yeah, now we got a new opponent, and you know, it's gonna be the same outcome. And I'm in great shape. I can't wait.
Now let's talk to that new opponent, Dervin Colina, unbeaten. Henry Revolta is here to translate for us. But Dervin, huge opportunity for you in your career. First time you're fighting on U.S. soil. How big is this to showcase what you do to the world on Sunday night?
Dervin, es la primera vez que llegas aquí a los Estados Unidos, vas a pelear en nuestra tierra. Qué grande es esto para ti y qué mensaje tú tienes para la comunidad de los Estados Unidos.
No, primero que nada, agradecerle a Dios, agradecerle a Badou Jack por la oportunidad y bueno, yo vengo a dar lo mejor de mí. Yo estoy en plenas condiciones, en mis mejores condiciones. Yo nací para esto, llegó el momento y voy a demostrar y voy con la victoria.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank Team Badou Jack for giving me this opportunity. This is what I do. I was born for this, and come Sunday, you guys will see what I do.
Dervin, about what you do, we will see on Sunday night. You're also the last-minute replacement, so sometimes there can be less pressure in that regard. What do you hope to teach the public about exactly what you can do with this chance against a former 2-division champion and someone like Badou Jack?
Fuiste un reemplazo al último minuto. A veces eso significa que puede ser menos presión para la pelea. ¿Qué tú piensas que vas a poder decirle a la comunidad, al público, sobre esta pelea contra Badou Jack, un gran campeón?
Bueno, yo estaba entrenando para pelear. Yo iba a pelear el 11 de junio y se adelantó la fecha. Yo estoy en plenas condiciones. No hay excusas si fallo o no fallo. Yo vengo a ganar. Yo vine para acá para ganar y ando en plenas condiciones.
I was scheduled to fight June 11th on a Christy Martin card. The fight came a little bit earlier, June 6th, but I'm ready to fight. There's no excuses for this fight. I'm coming to win at all costs, and they'll see what I do on Sunday.
You heard a bit from the 6 fighters that will make up the pay-per-view main card underneath Floy Mayweather and Logan Paul on Sunday night. Let's open it up now to the media members for questions. Showtime Sports' Chris de Blasio. Could you go to the first question, sir?
Thank you. Rick Muhammad, Brawler Sports Media in the building here for my man Swift Hurd. What's really going on? What's this pizza story about? Because I know you fight at 54 and you cut that weight no problem. You just a lot of people don't believe that as big as you are frame-wise that you walk around as big as you do and get down to 54 no problems.
Right. Yeah. Well, really, originally the weight switch happened because of the passing of my father. You know, I was at camp. Was planning to fight at 54, but I went home and take some time off to be with my family. And, you know, I didn't want to take too much time off, but during the time off, I did put on a few pounds and I just struggled to make the weight back to 154. We just took it at 160.
Yeah, I meant to tell you my condolences to you the other day when I saw you yesterday.
Well,
and
definitely.
Second part question, Arias. So with that being said, you know, he had a death in the family, went back home, picked up a couple of more pounds, so you still feel that he's struggling at 54. This is why he asked for the 60 catch weight.
I mean, he's the one that knows, but like I said, everyone's asked how he's made 54. I mean, he said himself that he's coming down for 200. I mean, that's 60 pounds. So he gonna tell you if he's struggling or not. I mean, he was eating pizza and tagging me, so I really don't know. He's the one that got the issue with the weight. But I had made sense when they brought the fight. Like he said, he's ranked at 154 pounds. He's not ranked at 160. So the fight don't really make no sense at 160, especially if you want to fight at 54. But it's too big of an opportunity. It's too big of a card. Like, we're not gonna bitch and complain about the weight. We're gonna put our gloves on. We're gonna go in there. It is what it is. He's gonna weigh whatever hell he's gonna weigh, as am I. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna entertain the fans. This is gonna be the best fight in the card.
How you doing? How you doing? This is Coach Anthony with Coach Anthony Boxing. This is for Jarrett Hurd. There was a good point when you first came out, when you was really working your ways up and you worked your way to a world title. You was very aggressive. You came forward. You kept your hands up real high. You was very aggressive. Then we saw the switch in your style when you went ahead and you started boxing. You started bending at the waist more. You started using shoulder rolls. Now that you're with Cade Karoma, I believe, what have you done differently, and what have you learned now that you're with a new trainer that you're working on now?
Man, we just took it back to the basics. You know, it's not too much that in this sport right now. We always can learn more, but you know, I've been boxing for 15, 16 years now. So you know, he just basically helped me evolve on things I already knew, and you know, get back to not just coming forward and using my size and strength, you know, to also move around the box a little.
Zach Hirsch here with FANMIO. Question for Badou Jack. You spent your entire training camp preparing for John Pascal. This is a last-minute replacement, week of the fight. How is that adjustment for you preparing for a whole new undefeated opponent?
Like I said, it's going to be the same outcome. I'm in great shape, and he's just another guy. But I respect him coming, you know, as a late replacement. But he also had a fight coming up, so I mean, I'm going to win the fight. If it's Pascal, if it's anyone, it don't matter.
This question's for Badou Jack again, Coach Anthony, with Coach Anthony Boxing. How frustrating is it for you now that you prepared? I know you wanted to, avenge this. I mean, I know you wanted to fight Jean Pascal again, and now that he got tested positive on steroids, which is terrible. How frustrating is it for you to switch to a last-minute replacement, on a card like this? That's obviously going to get a lot of press. It's obviously going to have a lot of eyes on you. Are you frustrated, or are you just going into this fight calmly and just excited to perform?
I mean, I'm very frustrated as far as the Pascal part. I mean, but I'm a professional. I can just adjust. It don't matter who they put in front of me. But I'm just, disappointed because, I mean, I really won the first fight, and I waited 18 months to get my revenge. He backed up. The first fight we were supposed to fight in October. He wanted more money, more steroids, whatever he wanted. So, I mean, he's a criminal.
So are you going to take that out on your new opponent basically and show the frustration? Is that the mentality going into this fight? Like, you know what, I got to send a message to the world to show my frustration, or are you just coming out to perform as usual?
I mean, of course I have a little anger, and I might take it out on him, but it's nothing personal. It's just business.
Rick Mohammed again, Brawler Sports Media. This is for my man Badou Jack. I agree. I'm totally in favor of this doping and everything. With Floy Money Mayweather being your promoter, that's one of his pet peeves, as we all know. He did VADA against Shane Mosley, Pacquiao. What was his thoughts when he heard of this disgusting outrage on boxing, the sport of boxing that he loves?
To be honest, I haven't talked to Floyd about it yet, but I know he's disappointed, and yeah, it is what it is.
What do you say, Leonard?
Floyd was irate, because obviously he's been a pioneer of this blood and urine testing for many years, yeah. And so his initial thoughts, I mean, he was going off, and he's planning on coming out with something publicly about this, this horrific thing that happened to Badou. But one thing about Badou, he's a consummate professional, and he'll go in there and take care of his business on Sunday night, and he'll have a big opportunity in his very next fight.
Thanks, Leonard. And Badou Jack, what did your family think of this? Because a lot of people, boxing fans, don't understand the sacrifice that fighters give up, being away from family for 12 weeks, if you will, and enduring everything that you have to do, being separated from family like that, and dieting and sleeping and training throughout, day in, day out. And now, you know, you have a family to take care of, so of course the purse changes because the opponent changes. What's your thoughts? What did your family?
That purse ain't changed.
All right, there you go. You go get his paper. What's your family think of this, Badou?
I mean, everybody's disappointed. The whole boxing world is disappointed, and yeah.
Absolutely.
We know he was on it the last time, or the last couple of times, but yeah, we asked for VADA testing. There was no VADA testing the first fight, and they only tested us after the fight, so we knew he was dirty. I mean, all the punishment he took, and he was still, you know, he survived the fight. Come on.
I have two questions for Chad. Chad, you've had a few run-ins recently with other boxers and MMA fighters, obviously McGregor, Floyd, Masvidal. Did they give you any advice, or did you reach out to them for any advice, you know, approaching this fight?
I mean, I've been working with Masvidal a little bit last month sometime, but the past 3 weeks I've been in Houston with the Charlo twins. So as far as Floyd goes, I haven't really bothered Floyd because he has his own stuff to handle. And other than that, I mean, most of my time, the bulk of the work has been in Houston with the Charlo twins and another trainer of mine down here from Miami, you know, Ralph Jacobs. So I've been doing everything possible to make sure I look the part Sunday night and, you know, not like a fish out of water.
And then last question, obviously you've been with us with BR Betting for a while, kind of part of the squad. Do you have anything to say to everyone who is now getting the chance to, you know, ride on you for, you know, this big bet, this event?
Well, the first thing you should do is do like I did when I played, be cheap and save your money. That's why I'm still rich. That's it.
Copy that.
Ryan Nelson here. I have a question for Chad. We know in your football career you've always ate McDonald's and you've kept it in your diet. For this boxing match, are you eating McDonald's still?
You know, the funny fact that you said that, there's a whole thing obviously where I combat myself versus science and eating healthy and really not being for it. Either you got it or you don't. Regardless of what you consume or regardless of what you put in your body, either you blessed and you work to get what you got and you're able to complete whatever it is, respect the craft it is that you do. But unfortunately, the past 2 months, I've had to eat fucking healthy and it's pissing me off. Now, y'all laughing, that shit ain't funny. I remember with the twins, I'm eating salad, I'm eating greens and asparagus and stuff with no fucking taste or seasoning. I'm sorry for cursing.
No, I'm here for it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
But
This is showtime.
yeah, it like all jokes aside, like that's very upsetting. Very upsetting.
All right, Coach Anthony, I got a question for Chad, and then I got a question for Brian. But Chad, is Chad and Ocho Cinco two different people? When you was, you know, playing football, you seemed to talk a lot more. You know, I mean, you had a different energy. You seem real humble up here. Is there something different now that you're stepping into a boxing ring?
But I'm out of my element. Of course you approach it humbly, you know? Dude coming to knock my fucking head off. You mean I'm being humble. I'm nervous.
I mean, you gotta keep but don't you gotta keep that same energy though? Don't you gotta keep the same energy that got you where you are? This is still a sport.
You keep that same energy when it's something that you know and you've done all your life. That's when you come up there and you be arrogant, you be cocky. That's why I walked the way I did. I'm stepping into a ring, I'm sitting on the panel with dudes that do this for a living. This ain't nothing to take lightly, coming here being arrogant. This ain't what I do. The fight that I fight ain't in the ring.
Now, Brian, this is a big opportunity for you. Obviously, it's a big opportunity for you. He's a big name. You're a fighter. This is what you do. Talk to me about how you're gonna keep him humble and how you're gonna remind him this is boxing, this ain't football.
I mean, you know, I come from humble beginnings and, you know, like I've always told everybody else, I followed this man since day one. I know his every move. I modeled myself after him. It's like fighting myself. And, you know, I'm going to be humble about this from the second I found out about this fight until the fight ends tomorrow. You know, this is what I do. We're but two men that are going to put on a show tomorrow.
What round are you gonna knock him out?
That has been the question, huh? Everybody's been wondering that, and like I said, I'm here to entertain. I'm here to have fun. This is a great opportunity.
Hey, well, sir, what's your name? Yeah. Who you work with?
Coach Anthony, I work for myself, Coach Anthony Boxing. I'm a professional boxing trainer. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just asking some questions, my man.
Okay. I want to fight you on the next call.
Yo, that's what's up. Y'all heard it? Y'all heard it? Thank you. Y'all heard it.
Leonard, can we book that?
Y'all heard it.
Thank
I'm
you
with
so
that.
much.
Leonard, you heard it, my man. I'm with it.
Thank you so much to the media members for the questions. Now we'd like to face off the fighters, and just a reminder, of course, it's a special event. It's a special night, Sunday night, special start time of 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Showtime pay-per-view. It is bragging rights. Mayweather Paul, presented by Mayweather Promotions, FANMIO and Mavathltcs. We can get the fighters together now.